G'day guys, Martin Lenihan here, Rugby League Week this week. We thought we'd do something a bit different with MG. We're going to look at 7 sides we believe are still in the hunt for 2 spots here. 7th and 8th spot, fantastic finish to the season, MG.
Yeah, so basically, Marty, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that are all around the 8th position, but by Rugby League Week reckoning, and your reckoning in particular, only 2 spots up for grabs.
Well, yeah, look, we've got Cronulla here on 25. Now, they've got a little buffer of 3 points, but honestly, they look like they've hit the wall to me, and I can't see them making it, but I reckon you're thinking a bit different.
Yeah, I am. I think because of that buffer, that 3-point buffer, that's going to be profound, I think, in the next coming weeks. They've got the Warriors, Knights, Rabbitohs, Storm, Cowboys. I imagine them winning at least 2 of them games, which will give them 29 points, and I think 29 will get you in.
Okay, well, I think maybe 30 might be where you want to be, but what about the Gold Coast? To me, they're looking fantastic, on a bit of a roll. I think Scotty Prince has made a huge difference, but look, probably 2 Eels-Panthers look like winnable games for them, but 3 hard ones as well.
Oh, the Eels, not the Panthers. No, I think, yeah, you're right. Finally, the Titans' big off-season signings have started to pull their fingers out. Idris is looking good. Scott Prince is back to his best form of all time, and Johnny Cartwright seems to have the team on a really good curl. William Zillman hadn't scored a try until 3 weeks ago. Now he can't stop. Yep. So yeah, I think the Titans might squeak in.
And then we go to the Knights. Now here's another team. The Super Coach has finally unlocked the secret to them. I think they were brilliant in Canberra last weekend, 22 points. And look, I guess out of all of them, to me, that looks like one of the hardest runs home, though. Yeah,
Bulldogs, Sharks, Seagulls, Cowboys, Rabbitohs. You really can't give them any out of that. You can't give them a game. The one factor that tells me they're going to be very hard to beat is their coach. Not many clubs you can say that their coach has a big imprint into the way they play, but Knights you can. And if there's any one coach in the NRL at the moment who's missed September, it's got to be Wayne Bennett. So they're probably not going to make it, but I wouldn't put it this way: if I'm 1 to 7 and Knights finish 8th, I'm worried.
Yeah, you don't want to take on the first week. Certainly, they'd be very hard to beat. He's been there and done it, old Wayne. So, mate, down to the Tigers. I saw them play this week against South. Disgraceful, I must say. They were pretty poor. 22 points, not a great for and against. And to me, maybe the Dragons game in a fortnight is their season on the line.
Well, if the Tigers do make it, they don't deserve to make it. On their past form, they had a pretty ordinary start to the season. They won 7 in a row. Now that look, when I coached junior rugby league, I'd let the kids off for 1 try from dummy half. I'd say, boys, next time you've got to watch that because they're going to go again. But last Sunday against the Tigers and the Rabbitohs, 2 tries from dummy half from Nathan Peats in 10 minutes. That to me was the end of their season right there and
sure.
then. That's a disgraceful defence.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a good game at all for them. Dragons now, they another team sort of making a bit of a charge. You wouldn't really say consistent. They get the Roosters this week. You'd think they'd win that game, but some hard ones to come in. As I said, maybe the Tigers game, the pivotal one. They've got to play the Cowboys as well.
Yeah, who would have thought that the Dragons' attack would up the ante as soon as Jamie Soward wasn't in the team? But I thought he was their pivotal player, but obviously he's not. I think what happens with Jamie Soward now that he is an Origin player, he's marked a lot more, and Benji Marshall in the same vein. They get targeted so much by opposing teams that it's almost impossible for them to do anything in attack. So the Dragons have shown a bit of flair of recent weeks, and they're one to definitely watch because they have got a great team on paper.
Yeah, a lot of guys that have been there and done it, so if they can make the finals, they'd have to be dangerous. The Warriors on 20 points, they've got a good for and against. They play the Sharks this week in a huge game. They've got the Panthers as well, but geez, they look like they're falling across the line a bit, the Warriors.
The Warriors are very similar to the Tigers. If they make the 8, they don't deserve to make the 8. The Warriors they look unfit to me. Bluey McClellan, their coach, obviously hasn't got them in peak physical condition, and I believe when they played Manly in Perth last week, they actually didn't go till the day before, which beggars belief. When you live in New Zealand, it's turned into a 9-hour flight. Why you would go the day before gives you no chance at all, and that's what happened. They were to an 18-0 lead, and they got run down because of fatigue, and they should have went midweek for sure. But saying that, the Warriors, like the Raiders, who we're about to speak about next, one of the most the hardest team in the comp to predict the win or loss.
No, they've given up 2 18-0 leads in a fortnight. It's almost unheard of. Down to Canberra, talk about a nightmare team to follow. Win by 30 or lose by 30. Bad for and against. Got the Broncos in their next game. Got to play the Bulldogs in the run home as well. Looks pretty tough for them.
Yeah, mathematically they can make it if they win their last, 4 out of their 5. But I can't see it. I don't. Some teams deserve to make the 8, and some teams are unlucky if they miss out on the 8. But the Raiders don't deserve to make the 8. I'd rather see a team, like these teams up here, like the Titans and the Knights, who are starting to put some good footy together. They deserve their chance at semi-final action.
Sure.
These other teams don't deserve their chance.
So there you have it, guys. 7 teams, 2 spots. Got to say, great finish to the season. You're going to be some sensational finals. We've got the right final system this year. Should be some great games. So MG, who are you going to have in there for those last couple of spots? Just quickly, of course, we've got the Bulldogs, the Rabbitohs, the Storm, the Broncos, the Cowboys and Manly. We're saying all there, safe, they're going to be part of it. Who are we going to give the final 2 spots to?
Well, personally, I'm going to give it to the Sharks in 7th, where they are now. And I think with Gallen and Wade Graham back, they'll back to their best. And 8th, I'm going to give to the Titans.
Mate, I agree. Titans are in there for sure for me. And I'm going to let the Dragons have them slipping in there in 8th spot. Should be a great finish.
Who do you go for again?
Neutral MG. It's editor of Rugby League Week. Has to
Who do
be
you
neutral.
go for?
The Dragons.
Okay, enough said. See you.